Cranking along. Just one moment. Here we go. We are rocking. All right. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. We are going to dive right in. Today's theme, today's spiritual tech is starseed. So we're going to be tracking with the concept of the starseed. It is our divine blueprint. It is also, when we think of it as from that construct, it is the divine blueprint as well as what makes us at a super spiritual level unique to who we are. It's also represented in the soul star, the soul chakra, essentially up kind of hovers at about 1.5 feet or so above our head. And it takes a lot of power to run that chakra, to be running off of that chakra primarily, is what I want to say. And so the star seed, again, is that blueprint, but it also can be thought of if people say they're star seed, it can also, as we know, imply that you are something from the beyond, right? Something of the divine essence and of the stars. And it's all true. But what, again, we get to start to think about is how do we begin to think if this energetic center up here isn't our primary frame of reference, what we're here to be doing is tracking from that primary energy center. So we're going to be opening it up. Everyone who is here and used to hanging with me on a regular basis, this is right on point and on par for what we're usually doing. But again, just making our way through all of the spiritual tech. So wrapping it all together, taking a nice deep breath in, closing your eyes, preparing to launch, and settling in, using the breath on your exhale to drop into the body. Another nice deep breath in and exhaling out. One of my favorite ways to connect to the starseed is through the mesa. So again, doing a mesa activation, a mesa mind hack. We're going to start with 4 candles, imagining them placed upon an altar and lighting each one for the different elements that I call in. So starting with the first candle, imagining your human self, the candle lighting in honor of your human self. As we were talking about yesterday with the flames and in reference to the flames, we are able, our human self has the ability to tap into the starseed essence of who we are through the flames. And so in flame form, the diamond ray is our starseed. So as we honor this human self, just imagining that candle flickering to life, taking into account all of the animalistic essence of who you are, and really allow, as we call forward, that animalistic primal sense of your being, allow that to really come to the forefront in this moment now. Don't move on. Don't jump to the next candle. Just being present here. Breathing in, feeling your breath, exhaling out, feeling that primal desire that lives inside of you, letting that rise up and exhaling out and breathing in again and exhaling out. All right. As we feel that candle lit on the behalf of your humanity spark to life. Now moving to the next candle. The animalistic aspect of who we are, if we were to be putting this on the compass or on the mesa, would be in the direction of the south. So as we journey to the next candle, this one would be honored in the direction of the west. We think of this as the dark night of the soul, and it is truly our soul's journey. It is the ether, it is the unseen. It's the unseen realms. It's the matrix. It's everything that we are taking in and perceiving. And our soul is who this candle gets lit on behalf of. So again, really focus in, imagining the candle before you, and that, as kids, we always hear the expression, I had to walk uphill in the snow and cold both ways to school. And so letting that, what is behind that expression, behind that metaphor, really rise to the surface, feeling that uphill battle, that journey deep down and in, the grit, all of those elements as this candle sparks to life. Again, this is the horizontal plane. If you imagine the compass, the direction of the west, that horizontal plane, it's also the element of water. As we journey next in thanksgiving, gratitude to our soul, as it navigates the primal waters of humanity as well as the celestial waters of the beyond. Now coming to another, just to give you more context, the whales are considered to be one of the many spirit animals for the soul, for the direction of the west, swimming the depth, singing their song, right? Beautiful metaphor there. And then rising to the surface, to the celestial sun, as we call upon the third candle for our star seed. And as we arrive at this third candle for the star seed, really opening your heart, imagining beyond that typical light link and that sun shining in, but truly your own starlight as you shift your frequency up and beyond, up and beyond. We're going to play with actually activating it in a moment. In this moment, we're just honoring the energy of the star seed. So again, imagining that third candle sparking to life. All right, we're almost synced up. And as you light that candle, it may look like a candle lighting. It may look like a Bunsen burner. You may find that everything around you transforms to the night sky as you tune into that starseed aspect of yourself. And we have one more candle to go. Imagining now your fourth candle in honor of the material realm, in honor of the physical that has been manifest into form, in honor of your creation. For you are truly, 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 truly creating your own reality. And as the starseed, we are truly dreaming that beautiful dream. So as you continue to breathe in and out, as we observe the dream around you, I want you to feel into the parts where your soul is challenged, or maybe it could have a little more expansion as that candle flickers to life. A little more expansion because there's challenges, there's transformation, there's change. This is the direction of the east. It also is the energy center of new beginnings. And now taking a breath in as we come to the center of our candles, imagining them holding, shifting to a spot, you standing in the center of this cardinal cross, the center of this mesa, and shifting your focus to above, activating your light link, feeling that golden light shining down, honoring Father Sky, shifting down to below, feeling the earth beneath your feet. And envisioning in the same direction we spun around clockwise, moving around the mesa now, all of this energy, all of these candles becoming like a blur, as though we've put them on a light sensitive camera that can track the different movement. And as you call forward now your starseed, I want to have you imagine this light as it swirls around you, as though each candle's light is becoming one. If you imagine each placed in front, behind, to the left, and to the right. Wall of light, a trail of light forming. And as it reaches the center, so we're spinning around the circle, and then it follows you into the center of the cross in a spiraling motion. It becomes much like the Olympic torch when they go to light it. There's always some little thing where they ignite the gas, and then you see the flame rising up really high. So too is this flame around you going to rise up. And as it does, feeling it rising through your feet, through your roots, through your heart, coming all the way into your mind, your centering focus, as you dare to dream the dream of the cosmos, of the creator, of the universal beyond, feeling your third eye sparking to life. And as the third eye sparks to life, taking a nice breath in, extending your focus from your inner pineal gland as it activates and shines like a bright star, extending your focus to the above, to the sun as it shines down all around you, knowing that it's far beyond the sun, brilliant white light, the diamond ray, and a path emerges before you like a rainbow bridge, glittering, beautiful, golden pillars of light shining from below as support mechanisms and structure. Breathing in and out as you find yourself being called upon, almost as though as the white light hits, we're in a white room. We're in that home base of the starseed, and this rainbow bridge, as though the room unfolds, the walls fall, and this bridge presents itself a path forwards and backwards and all around. But today we're going to put our energy into being and seeing the dream of the starseed, to feeling your blueprint as well as the power of the diamond ray. We are working the Metatronic fields, the beyond. We're doing it from the dream space. For the dreams you hold in your heart are the same as the creators. And yet, as we begin to perceive these dreams from the perspective of the creator, it's almost as though it creates our own magical ability to draw peace and light and harmony into beautiful order, allowing yourself to begin to move along this path as though we're in a rainbow tunnel. And different aspects, maybe different visions begin to appear. Suddenly you're transported as you look down at the scenery beneath the path, and you can see that you actually, as you gaze back, have been standing upon a cliff. And at that cliff is a pot of gold where the rainbow ends. And you can see now that you simply stepped off that cliff, not needing to give flight, just needing to be embraced in this beam of energy, this beam of light, this bridge. And as you gaze down, you see an ocean shore, sandy beach. You see the waves crashing upon the shore. And as you look out, you can see this little pocket of paradise that's been created. Gazing down, you can sense it like a microorganism in a bubble, enshrined in this specific frequency. And in the distance, beyond the cliff, you can hear waterfalls. And you can see what a beautiful heaven here on earth, this paradise has been. But as you bring your focus back to the rainbow bridge, you find yourself, the light transporting you again. And ahead, you see it begin to swirl and twist, like if we were to take a flat piece of ribbon and start to twist it around. The beautiful paradise disappears, and you start to, much like being on a slide, moving forwards, you start to pass through, twisting, following the bridge, allowing yourself to free fall, knowing that the paradise you saw was just one of the dreams of the Creator, a portal into the molecular levels of your body. And we imagine the earthly paradise that always is connecting us, our body, to this third dimensional plane. So as you feel your body releasing, as you feel that beautiful paradise becoming further and further in the past, you begin to recognize that space and time too are irrelevant as you spin again along this winding path of the rainbow bridge. Noticing if you've shifted to going into like a forward type of motion, as though you're on a water slide, diving through outside of space and time, allowing your constructs of beauty in the material and physical form to be released. Imagining layer upon layer of filters and vision being released. Feeling love. Letting yourself float and be guided and pulled by some gravitational force that exceeds anything you can comprehend. And as you do, continuing to call in love and beauty, releasing all that needs to be fixed, all that needs to be healed, all that needs to be achieved. Allowing yourself to now begin to see the dream of your life from the perspective truly of the Creator, from the truth of the beauty of this blueprint, of this starseed that you brought in. Suddenly you launch off of the end of the slide. Instead of having that pool to splash into at the end of the water slide, you find yourself flying. Truly a comet in the sky, a meteor, a star, flying through space. You look behind you, recognizing that the rainbow was nothing more than your trail of light across the cosmos. You feel yourself on this beautiful, beautiful trajectory, burning bright, fires all around, and yet inevitably completely in control. You can feel the desire and the purpose as though you're suddenly within this star sailing through the sky on a specific purpose with a specific mission. There's coordinates that have been put into place specifically for you. You feel yourself and the excitement, the thrill of the journey, knowing that in just a moment, you're going to see that landing spot. You're going to find yourself perceiving the dream and what you are here to create from its inception point. You find yourself docking, landing. Maybe it's in an earthly type of domain. Maybe it's in some satellite space station. What matters most is within, as you step out of this light, recognizing you are fully capable, flying on your own accord, of being the light being who can transform and ride and surf the light through the cosmos, much like a surfer coming into shore, having just caught a wave. You land. And as you land, the space around you becomes white, all white again, until the mind can focus in on the details that are here to be revealed. You recognize that you have a scroll, a set of plans in your hand. And before you emerges those 4 candles again. You pull them out, you unroll the scroll, recognizing that there is a set of plans before you, and you place now the candles, you pin it down and recognize that the candles position themselves, maybe at the corners or all around. And as you look at the set of plans, you see a compass rose, the mesa before you. And yet, unlike a 3D printed set of plans, this one, as you gaze upon it, comes to life, projecting up off of the table. The rose seems to be just, the compass, I should say, seems to be, as it's printed on the map, seems to be what you use to activate it. And as it rises up holographically, you can begin to see your sacred spiral on the earth, much like gazing upon a dollhouse. You can see all of the characters, the connections, the opportunities, as though holographically this spiral is rising out from below to above. And you can see that rainbow path. Sometimes it looks very third dimensional as you gaze in upon it. Other times you can see how brightly illuminated it is. You can see the times you've spent studying and in deep thought. You can see the times you've been in heartache. But mostly what you see as you gaze upon this blueprint is the path of light, the path of purpose, the path of destination. You find yourself entering the blueprint. Again, this is all multidimensionally. It's as though you can digitally tap on one part of it and it'll illuminate all of the screens in your mind's eye around you. You can see where you just saw the rainbow bridge and you coming into this meditation today and launching, going within to that molecular space, that paradise, and then launching out to this point in dimensional space. Again, we called this in to not only see the blueprint in its form, the starseed in its form, in one of its many forms. It has many, many expressions. But we called it in also to understand our purpose, to understand and connect to that radiant light, those flames living within you. This blueprint always takes on many different forms. It guides us in many different ways. What I want to have you focus in on now is if it's a holograph, the light is projecting from somewhere. So imagining that light at the center of that spiral. Imagining you can change out the light bulb that's there. You can change the power that's projecting that holograph. Imagine you can enhance the quality, much like we do on any given day that the tech upgrades and we end up moving from a regular black and white TV to color TV to a flat screen TV to a phone. Incredible tech. As you're doing your work and that Kundalini actually begins to rise in your body, as we work from this space and perspective, we can change out the power that's coming in, the filters that are helping us connect to this spiral, to this blueprint, to this holograph. So I want to have you immerse yourself into the center, imagining that this spiral now is being powered up by that Kundalini rising in your body. So we're going to come back to the body for a moment. We're going to become the light bulb. For that light is shining from somewhere. And that somewhere lives within each of your cells. You harnessing more power and more light, eternal source light than anyone, beyond anything, beyond any living creature. For you are the star seed. You are of the stars. You are of the divine and the eternal essence of light and love. Go ahead and feel into your body. Allow yourself in your body to gaze upon where this light that is illuminating the holograph could be coming from. Feeling into the heart, feeling into that central space where we have entered as the sacred ark, feeling that light illuminating, imagining like cords, power source, your masculine energy, your pingala rising through the body, like a snake or a serpent rising up, feeling it swirling between each of the chakras, and then swirling around your heart as all of the cells in your body activate the light that is required to illuminate the starseed at its full force. And taking a breath in now and imagining through the left side of your body, the Ida rising up. The energy coming higher and higher, crisscrossing with the masculine, and where they cross, little forces, little power points, until around your heart space they become one. Tributaries merging together, inner and outer, as you feel them igniting and becoming one. You find a beautiful dome of light, like a cosmic egg living within you. And as it turns on, it goes from being like just a little light bulb that is projecting and illuminating us in this dimensional space to this brilliant, powerful cosmic egg cracking open in light beyond any degree of possible comprehension, illuminating into your mind's eye, feeling as though new circuitry is being forged from the heart up and through the pineal gland, like a fire, much like the Olympic torch, burning from the heart through. You may even sense your pineal gland burning over. And as it does, the light now shoots off like rays from the pineal gland into other areas, other chakras of the mind. Feeling your right temple opening, feeling your left temple burning through. So light is no longer just, if we were to project it out, coming through the third eye, but off of your temples. And then feeling the counterpoints to that at the back of your head, the back right and the back left. And feeling this mesa forge through your mind with the star seeds, that cosmic egg fully powered up and illuminated, igniting the pineal gland in ways it never has before. And now gazing at your sacred spiral from within, no longer observing from without, but truly embodied within. Now seeing it much like floors in a building, except it's an open air building, so there's no elevator per se, but you could move up and down through each of the floors as though there were. And as you do, you find the floor for today. You find that level in your matrix. You feel becoming as though the light bulbs have been changed out from just basic incandescent to high def LED lights. You feel your life being illuminated. As you reflect on today's projects and activities, as you reflect on relationships and conversations, you feel all of these pieces syncing up, coming together. You can view them as strategic parts of your divine blueprint, aspects to either forge or to build. So take a moment and see this from the perspective of the creator. What other activity do you need to take on today? What aspect of yourself, what belief structure or construct do you need to let go of, surrender? As you rise up in frequency, what new doors are here as we gaze around this building and this matrix within this holographic projection? What new doors are here for you to open? As our frequency shifts, new opportunities emerge in three-dimensional reality, but also they start in the etheric realm. So I want you to approach one of those doors and step through. Let yourself bask in the sunlight on the other side of this door. as you embrace your destiny, feeling yourself vibrating in the frequency of your destiny, for you are a star seed. You are the creator in manifest form. How can you go about your day today and make it yours? Make it yours from the perspective of starseed. What additional activity can you take on and do? This is your destiny. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be major. It doesn't have to be the dream and the vision that you see way out there and are fighting so hard for. It can be simple. It can be one conversation that builds into another conversation until suddenly they all have culminated into a new dimensional reality. Just like your way to access the Creator's light is not through one big portal of energy that opens, but rather through going within at a cellular and molecular level, traveling into your protons, inverting. More black holes live within you than there are stars in the universe. As we draw the force of all of those together, that's simply today how you up-leveled this frequency, getting them all to project in one singular direction, to organize themselves into the dream, to draw harmony and focus, and to transform the chaos that is you and all of the things you've learned along the path into one organized force of light and love. Taking a nice deep breath in, rolling your shoulders, wiggling your toes, feeling your whole body activated in this starseed light. Every cell matters. Feeling this holograph dropping into your heart as you slowly make your way into this brilliant, beautiful, dreamt in day. Namaste, so much love. In Lakesh.